Welcome everybody to Top Shelf Tuesday. Sorry we're a little bit late, but because we have a live audience today, and we're actually closing the store. Yeah, thank you. This is our first live audience, which you'll get to meet everybody in a little bit. Thank you for joining us, everybody. So today's topic, today's show, and I want to apologize about my voice and about the tone. I have a little bit of a cold, but I'm powering through it. I'm going to make it today. So today's show is going to be about, well, we're having a holiday party after this, and today's show is going to be called Potluck Edition. And what would I bring to a potluck holiday party? So the whole team is here, the whole Walnut Street sales force, the production team, there they are. Jonathan, Clay, Greg. What's going on? Thank you for joining us. And we also have the whole crew, so afterwards we're going to be going, we're going to be celebrating all together. Are you zooming in on our friends left and right? Can we get? All right, excellent. So we're going to have some surprises. And at the very end of the show, you will be meeting everybody. So stay tuned to get to meet the entire staff from Walnut. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram, and you see that right there, that's the prize that you'll win tonight. The 1,077th follower will be winning that Breitling cap. So I always like to have a theme when I do a show, and tonight's theme is potluck. What would I bring to a holiday party watch-wise? And let's get started with the first watch. While Harrison cracks his beer, we're having a good time. So the first watch that I want to show you tonight is the Omega Seamaster. And there it is. This is the Planet Ocean, which came out back in 2005. Planet Ocean 600-meter chronograph. This is a 45.5 millimeter, 600-meter, 200 or 2,000 feet, 60-hour power reserve. It's an all-titanium case. So the bracelet, the watch itself, super lightweight. It is kind of a thick watch, though, as you can see over there. But it is a diver's watch, as I try it on my left hand. Pretty lightweight, very easy to get away with. You could wear this strictly as a diver's watch, or you could wear it as an everyday watch. I personally love the blue dial. I was inspired to talk about Omega today because I have a very good friend of mine who actually works for Omega, Adam Bossy. If you're watching this, thanks for the information.
I love the blue.
Yeah, I like it too.
Great.
Thanks, Sue. Now, the watch itself is a Seamaster, and it is a 2-counter chronograph with the date. You also have a hacking second hand. You have the helium escape valve. The bezel is made of ceramic with a liquid metal, which is actually in between the ceramic and the bezel itself. You've got an exhibition back. This is the automatic Omega Coaxial 9300 with the bidirectional rotor. It's got the Geneva waves in arabesque, and we have it on our Watchbox app or Govberg website for $5,250 pre-owned. Once again, the Omega Seamaster, Planet Ocean, 600 meters, coaxial chrono, 45.5 millimeters. This is watch number one. What do you guys think? Audience? Nice. Yeah? Good? Cool. All right, cool. Yeah. we have Jonathan here. We've got Clay, which you've met before. We've got Greg. We've got Jennifer. We've got Shauna. There's Nia in the back. Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome. Yeah, join us. Grab a beer.
Sit down, Nia.
All right. So watch number two, and I've become a really big fan of the Dark Side of the Moon. Where am I looking? There it is. So the Dark Side of the Moon, which is an Omega, and this is, we'll put that down a little bit. Sorry, we've been drinking before the show. We shouldn't have started. The holiday party started. I'm wearing my festive red shirt. This is the Omega Speedmaster Moonwatch Coaxial Chronograph. It's 44.25 millimeters. You've got the gray dial matte finish, and they use laser ablation. I don't know what that means, but it's got to be pretty technical and pretty cool. It's got a ceramic case with the 18K Sedna gold bezel with Sedna gold hands and Sedna gold indexes. It also has the Luminova on there. Of course, I set it with the date at 7. It's got the 12-hour and a 60-second chrono. You've got the hacking second, exhibition back. It's the same caliber as the watch that I just showed you, the caliber 9300, which is an automatic column wheel chrono. 2 barrels, bidirectional roto, the Geneva waves in arabesque. This was inspired by the Earth's nightlight, the dark side of the moon Sedna black. There's just a much better view of the back of the watch. There it is. I really started to enjoy, and I was talking to Clay today, and I said, I really like Omega. I've become an Omega fan since working here. So there it is once again. You've got the leather strap with the rubber inlay. I think the retail on this new is $15,000. We have it on our Watchbox app or Goldberg website for $10,000 pre-owned, of course, with that 15-month warranty. Let's show you a little bit about the watch and how it works. Just going to get in there. You've got a quick set. Of course, the date. This works so much better when I've not been drinking. There it is.
Nice one, Coach.
So you have the hour hand, which is kind of like a quick set date, and there it is. Boom. Turn to the 8th. And then if I want to change the time, there it is as well. I mean, this is a super functional watch. You've got a chronograph, you've got the date. All right, it might be a little bit expensive for what it is, but at the same time, it is a really spectacular watch. Love the way it fits on my wrist. You've got the deployant buckle for all you people out there who are watching what I say. And it fits on my wrist pretty nice. All right, so that's watch number 2. Watch number 3. Watch number 3. Well, we're gonna get to watch number 4 in a minute because I'm gonna bring a special guest on for watch number 4. But watch number 3 was inspired by a former CEO, where am I looking? Camera 3 or 2 or 1? Camera 1. Camera 1. So watch number 3. Watch number 3 was inspired by.
You can do it,
That's
Claudio.
all about to be good.
Yeah, watch number 3 was inspired by a visit from a former CEO of IWC, also Roger Dubuis, who had just recently left Richemont. He did come to join us not too long ago to take a look at our store, at our studio, to meet with the whole Govberg family. That's the man himself, Mr. Georges Kern. I actually posted something on Instagram the other day.
Picture of him right on the set.
Yeah, I posted something on Instagram the other day, and Mr. Kern, he actually liked it, so I feel super special. So,
You're a superstar.
yeah, Mr. Kern, this is for you. This is the Avenger Blackbird 44. Like I said, if you follow me on Instagram, that's topshelf _ Claudio. The 1077th viewer, not viewer, the 1077th follower will be getting this hat right here. This awesome Breitling hat, which the entire production team has, thanks to our good friend Melanie, who works at Breitling, who sent everybody a hat. You will be getting the last Breitling hat that we have in this store, 1077. All right, let's get to the watch. And one of the reasons I picked it was, just like everything else, I like to pick watches that I would wear myself. And so when I was looking through the case this morning, shall we? This is what came across my mind, and this is the 44 millimeter.
Hey, Bishop wants to know if he can have the watch instead of the hat.
Definitely, definitely. For $5,000, you can have the watch. Actually, for $5,000 plus tax, you can have this watch. This 44 millimeter, 12.7 millimeters thick. Without the strap, it's 73.5 grams, 200 meters, water resistant. You've got the military type anthracite strap with the rubber inlay. So I always like the fact that we have the rubber inlay, so if you get your watch wet, it won't get sticky, it won't get moldy, it won't get smelly. It's the caliber Breitling 17, automatic 40-hour power reserve, hours, minutes, seconds. You've got the date at 3 o'clock, and of course I've set it at number 7. Where am I at? Sorry. Yeah, exactly, exactly. The Robitussin is starting to take effect. This is a COSC certified, and oh God.
Hey, wait, listen. Also, JBO said I'll give you $2,000 and a slab of beer.
JBO, what's up, my man? In any case, so this watch is, like I said, it's a 40-hour power reserve. Hi, Harrison. I'm getting waved at. Yes, there it is. 40-hour power reserve. It's a closed back, but it's a COSC certified. You have shock resistance, anti-magnetic. You've got the hacking second. Here's the back of the watch. The strap. Very cool. When I was looking at the crown this morning, I thought to myself, it kind of reminds me of a grenade. Honestly, this is my favorite Breitling in the whole collection. What do you say, Clay?
It's a killer watch.
Yeah,
cool.
There it
very,
is.
very cool.
Very cool. All right.
But there's 2 up here that you've got on your collection that really do it for me.
Oh, let's go.
And
get in here.
Let's go with this.
That's how we do it.
Let's go with this.
This is just winging it.
Hey,
this
everybody.
is called winging it.
Is this me? That's me.
That's you. That's us now.
That's us at 1. Fabulous.
Clay, get in there.
Okay, cool. So I moved to Philadelphia about 6 months ago, and Philly is a very, very cool place. Philly is an art town. Philly is a music town. Philly is a food town. Philly's full of history, but you know what else Philly is full of? APs. Philly, in Philadelphia and around the world too, in terms of status, in terms of statement, in terms of having something that not everybody else has and is really unique and doesn't look like any other watch out there, the AP Royal Oak has it in spades. We can talk about the history of it all day long. It's the oldest Swiss watch company that's still in the hands of the original family. They have some of the most iconic designs, of course, designed by Gerald Genta, who's the father of the Royal Oak, the Nautilus, the Ingenieur, the Omega Constellation. Basically, if it came out in the 70s and it had screws on it, Genta did it. But this is probably the most iconic, the most timeless, and the most in demand. And we have 2 fantastic examples of it here. Starting off first with the Allsteel 15400. This is the newest color for this watch this year.
We just got this today, no?
Absolutely. Yeah,
that's cool.
The black and white have been timeless for a long time. Everybody's tripping over themselves to get the blue, which of course is boutique only, but this is the latest and greatest and the one that I'm most excited about. Very, very clean gunmetal gray tapissiere dial, and of course the iconic Royal Oak screws, octagonal bezel, and the integrated case and bracelet, which if you've never worn an AP before, turn it over, fit it on the wrist, and close everything tight and smooth. This is the epitome of a throw it on and go watch. Tons of style, tons of presence, tons of punch, but very, very low maintenance. It's extremely comfortable and again, just tons of presence to it. Claudio, you said you're bringing this to a potluck?
Yeah, absolutely.
Nothing says it was a very good year at Christmas time like an AP. Now, if this doesn't quite do it for you, if the color and the original iconography isn't enough, let's go ahead and move to the Perpetual Calendar.
Yeah.
All right? This is the epitome of high watchmaking in the Swiss watch world. The complications in the watch, again, no battery, no electronic power source, no regulator, all gears and springs.
No battery?
No battery.
No battery. Okay.
No,
that's cool.
Look at the back of this, no battery.
I like no battery watches. Well, you know what's interesting, because you mentioned no battery, you can actually customize the rotor if you'd like.
That's cool.
I just read that today on their website while I was doing my homework. You can customize the rotor. Can we get a close-up of the rotor just to see what you could, you know?
This is how it comes factory standard.
Contiem.
Oh, you want me to read that?
Yeah, come on, Frenchie, let's go. Contiem Perpetuel.
What?
quantième perpétuel. It's fun. You know what? You should try.
It always sounds
rewatch
better when he
that
says
video
it.
again. Literally.
But again, all of the iconography of the Royal Oak, but encased in here, the epitome of high watchmaking, accurately measuring every day up until the year 2100. We have day, date, number of weeks of the year, month, and moon phase in the watch itself. So we're talking about
Moon
very
phase.
yeah.
Get close to that moon phase, because that moon phase is something pretty spectacular. When you look at that moon phase, like Clay said, it's laser microstructured laid on aventurine, and it's corrected every 125 years. Really, you have to zoom into it because it's my favorite part of the watch.
Just got here, by the
You
way.
can
Lex.
see it.
What's
Here
up,
we
Lex?
go, Lex.
Our head of security just showed up.
Here we
Lex in the
go.
house.
Let's go.
Welcome to the show. You're famous.
Here we go.
Oh man, having a good time.
Fabulous, fabulous. So yeah, you know, at this time of year, you know, we're looking at some really exceptional pieces, some things that really have great punch to them. I love both of these.
Nice. Well, thanks for jumping on.
Sure.
It was really unplanned.
Sure.
Stick around. Because Frenchie, get over here. We're going to talk about your... I shouldn't say that.
Mine? Yeah, sure, it's
Jonathan
What's up, guys?
Ducreto
Been a long
joining
time.
us. I think you guys have met him before when we had our little pronunciation
Maybe.
edition.
We.
By the way, you
Oui, oui,
should, you really have to
I like
watch
your French.
that.
I'm getting better.
Yeah, practice
It
with me all the
has
time,
a
so
little
it's
bit of
fine.
Southern accent, but.
Well, I am
Yeah.
from around here.
Yeah, by the way, guys, if you didn't watch the video on Cartier, that was the Panther edition, right? La Panthère, and the other one, which is the pronunciation video. You guys should check that out.
Check that
Definitely.
out. Well, while they're checking that out, why don't
Yeah.
you check this out, my friend?
Yeah,
Why don't
sure.
we talk a little bit about this Breguet?
All right. So all right. So let's see about
Over there.
About that Breguet. Over there. Camera 2. Okay. You guys got it? Are we good?
While you're
Good
doing
to
that,
go
I'm
right
gonna
here.
I'm
Well,
gonna send a
I
text.
really, what's fantastic in that watch? Are you good over there?
Yeah, I'm
What's
good.
fantastic in that watch to me? First, it comes with it's a 37 millimeter. We're talking about the Breguet Tradition, which is the 7027, if I'm not mistaken. And I really like the fact that it's coming on an 18 karat rose gold, as well as, oh, let me flip it, that tank buckle right here, which is, I mean, pretty cool to me. The other part that is extremely nice, in my opinion, is that dial. Look at what's going on right here on the gray dial.
By the way, Eric
Nice one,
Michelle
brother.
says Jonathan needs his own show.
Oh.
Yo, hey, I like you. I do. That's really good. And we're gonna come up with that pretty soon. Don't worry about it.
It's going to be
But
in French. And only
French,
women are gonna watch.
listen, French, Spanish, Portuguese. Well, English, I guess I still have to work on some of
No,
my
you're good, you're
pronunciation.
good, you're good.
But we're gonna go through this.
Talk about
together,
your watch.
guys.
Come on.
I have talked about it. What you want me? You have all the information. You know, you're the
Oh, sorry.
you're the
I
guy,
was starting an
Claudio.
Instagram Live.
That's fine. But yeah, if we come back to the watch, here's
Somebody take my phone.
this is why I really like the watch. Look at what's going on the dial, right here. Do I have to show the watch to the Instagram Live, or
So
or
you've
we
got
can?
an off-center dial
Yep.
where basically you've got the
Well, you
power.
can do your Instagram live, show the screen. Turn it around,
Oh
show
yeah,
the screen.
sure. Sorry.
That's
Thanks,
why I'm
Sue.
the brains of the operation here.
Thanks,
Cool.
Sue.
Thank you very much.
That's just me staring at my phone. I can barely do two things at
So
once.
yeah, basically, I will hold that watch, and I know that Claudio wants to go through the details. So why don't you give us some details about it? You know.
Well, this is the caliber 507 DR. This is, in my opinion, this specific timepiece is very cool. Why? It's taken the movement, it's taken the dial out of the movement, and what you're showing is how a watch truly works. Breguet for me is the first time we're actually showcasing Breguet on Top Shelf Tuesday. I feel like Breguet is a very important brand for horlogerie because Abraham Louis Breguet is in what I consider probably one of the most important watchmakers in the history of all watchmaking.
He's the reason all these watches are here.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Not to mention, it's just a beautiful watch.
it really is. And
it's pretty sick.
and price-wise, right?
I think
how much
price-wise
is
we're like on 18,000.
Well,
I love that we think 18,000 is not a lot.
you mess. Listen,
You
know what? I'm just.
you messed up because here's the thing. I
okay,
wanted to
yeah,
get,
so
I wanted to
listen.
get these people to guess the price of the
Well, you know what?
watch.
Let's do that on the IWC right
It's
here.
too late.
Now we
Oh,
we have one more. I got you on that one.
Wait a second.
I got you. I follow. You
I don't
see?
know, I don't know the price on it. It's somewhere. Anyway, all right.
Wow.
Final watch. Look, we like to do numbers. We like to do 7, and this is our last watch.
Jonathan,
Yeah.
AMG says he also speaks Portuguese. You want to say hello?
Oi, tudo bem, MG? Os produtores está bem para você e
Nice.
obrigado pra olhar o show.
Muy bien.
Yeah, there he goes. There he goes. All right. Well, I feel like this should never end because we're having too much fun. But let's go with watch number 7, which is always my lucky number. This is the IWC Perpetual Calendar. Clay, you want to hold that for me?
Sure.
All right. I'm going to talk about it a little bit, but I think the way you speak, your grammar, your linguistic skills.
It's amazing.
I can't tell if he's serious
No,
or
no,
if
no,
Seriously.
I'm dead serious. So this is the big pilot's watch. It's a perpetual calendar. It's the Antoine de Saint-Exupéry edition. So anytime you see, merci
What a
beaucoup.
pronunciation.
Jonathan, I would read you AMG's response, but I can't read Portuguese.
He said tudo bem, meu amigo, which is like everything okay, my friend, and with no problem, sem problema.
All right.
Without, yeah. Can
Oh,
do
wait,
that.
wait.
Now
there's
back
more.
to the show, right, Sue? Wait,
There's more. Oh wow.
All right, so back to the watch.
All right, I'll do it after.
It's a 46 millimeter timepiece, 15.5 millimeters thick, so it's a thick watch. It's got a 7-day power reserve. Once again, if you haven't heard, I'm sick, so I apologize for the tone of my voice. You've got a perpetual calendar. What I really like about it is that 4-digit year. There it is right there. I got a manicure just for you people today. And you've got the hacking second, the screw down crown. It's the IWC caliber 52 610. You've got the Breguet spring. Show them the rotor, Clay. 18K. There it is with the big A for Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, excuse me. The crystal is secured against displacement by drops in air pressure. And of course, the Santoni strap, right, Mr. Fashion? Tell us about Santoni.
Absolutely. Santoni is a Italian leather maker that supplies the same leather in very high-end Italian shoes. They do a lot of leather goods in addition to just the watch straps for IWC. But long story short, they're very thick, very high quality, very robust, and the finish, as you can see in the light in our studio, is it's almost mirror on cowhide. I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It could be lizard, it could be stingray, it could be crocodile, it could be alligator, but this is cowhide, and the way it's finished is just super smooth, super buttery. It's a great watch.
Very cool. Brown dial.
Super
Would you spend? What's the price on this? I don't know. It's about 40,000.
No.
No,
Less.
no, you're
Less.
way less than
This is the biggest look for the least money out of all of these watches. This particular watch here, we're looking in stainless steel, of course, with a perpetual calendar, but with one complication that our AP didn't have, which of course is the 4-day year. It's a very unusual complication for a perpetual calendar of this type.
It's just a bit big though. That's my only criticism, right?
Are you saying the watch has too much presence?
No, it's
'Cause
just
it's
you know
fantastic.
I got
it's wait.
I got feminine wrist.
It's too big on your wrist.
kind of.
All right, could we
Jonathan, would
just
you like
talk
to-
about the wrist that you have on your right hand? I mean,
You know what? I gotta size it better. That's for sure.
But
Do it, Lex.
look at this.
Yeah, there it is.
there we go.
Oh, my notes.
That's Watchbox Confidential right there. But out of all of these watches, this is the first one to pack a perpetual calendar into a steel case less than 30,000. Exact pricing on this, we're about mid-20s, but with a chocolate dial, moon phase, day, date, month, 4-digit year, accurate up to the year 2100 when the Gregorian calendar shifts. It's a lot of watch and makes the biggest statement on the wrist.
And you can wear it with everything.
Absolutely.
Like, seriously.
Absolutely.
Dress up, dress down, anything.
For just for straight value, I think aesthetically this is one of the most beautiful perpetual calendars out there. There's a lot going on. The 7-day power reserve, you wind it. You don't need a watch winder. Greg, crack open a beer for me too. You guys heard that?
Salute.
But no, what I was trying to say was, what I was trying to say was, in terms of this watch, what you're getting, in the beauty of the timepiece. It's an in-house IWC manufactured movement. Really, I think it's a great value for a watch. So if you're going to go for a perpetual calendar, of course, we showed you the Audemars Piguet. But we also showed. Did I say it wrong?
What's that?
Audemars.
Oh, you're such a...
It's fine, you know.
He's not a snob. Claudio was adding extra schwas over the vowels.
Right. Trevor's scared.
He's trying.
Trevor just
Which
said.
is better than most people.
Yeah, Trevor just said that his fear of scratching his watch. Look, wear it. It's a battle scar. It's almost like just get it out of the way. Your first scratch is like your first scratch in a car, you know? Once it happens, then the rest you just don't care about. So enjoy them. And you could always polish it afterwards. Good suggestion, Sue. All right, well, listen, we're almost done here. We've showed you the 7 watches. We have watches live, people.
Absolutely.
Watches live coming up next with the great Tim Masso. But don't forget to follow me on Top Shelf Tuesday on Instagram. You can win this hat, right? 1,077 follower. Before we end the show tonight, I want to invite the entire crew from the Govberg Walnut Street store and the production staff. Everybody get over here. We want to wish all of you
There we go.
a happy holiday. I want everybody out there to meet the staff, the crew, people that make my job so wonderful. This is everybody.
Come
We've
in.
got Nia, we've got Lex, we've got Greg, we've got Jennifer, we've got Shauna, of course Clay, Harrison,
Yay.
Jonathan, Garrett. Get over here, Sue.
Come on, Sue,
Here
jump
we
in.
go.
Sue.
I'll be back. That's right.
Thank you all for watching.
guys.
We want to wish you all a
you, guys.
very happy holiday. Watchbox. Don't forget to download the app.